Ben Rice led off that third inning there with a single, and then you followed up with the home run. Many more runs to come thereafter. Just what's it like to be part of an inning like that as an offense?
Oh, just everybody kind of clicking, everybody having good at-bats, not trying to do too much. Benny goes up there, nice little single. And I think, kind of following that, guys just had good at-bat after good at-bat. Bellinger with the big homer right after me, and just everybody's trying to pass the baton. We had some big walks there later in the inning to kind of keep it rolling, and, good offenses do that. We just got to keep that into the next series.
When you're elevating pitch counts throughout an inning, how much can you learn from the guys that are up there before you and seeing kind of more pitches?
You just get an idea of what they're trying to do, what the pitcher's trying to do, what the catcher's trying to do to each guy. We didn't have too many right-handed bats in the lineup, but you can kind of get a feel for what their game plan is, what the pitcher's strengths are, what he's feeling that day, and it kind of helps you fine-tune your approach when you get up there.
Aaron said before the game he felt like your timing was maybe just a little bit off. How were you able to kind of get in sync this afternoon?
Got to go up there and compete. That's about it.
How does it feel to be part of this in your career? 15 batters, 9 runs, 77 pitches, the most any team's had to throw in an inning in more than 20 years. What's it like to just watch that whole thing? You were there at the beginning, you were towards the end. What's it like just to watch that whole thing go?
It's pretty wild, but I think everybody was we're all locked in. I know we scored a lot of runs that inning, but you could tell from each guy stepping up to the box, the guys on deck, to even if you took a peek in the dugout, guys were locked in there on the top step. So I think that's what really helped us, not think about how many runs we scored or what just happened. It was like, hey, you got a job to do up there. It doesn't matter how many outs, who's on base, what the score is. You got to go up there and do a job. So, it's what makes this team special is guys are going to keep fighting no matter what the score is.
Is there almost a sense of relief to have an offensive pouring like that after a tough weekend?
We're not really focused on the past weekend. We're focused on what we did today. So, we're excited just to go out there and give Max some runs and kind of help him go out there and just focus on competing, trying to get strike one. And, anytime as an offense you can do that, it's going to equal a lot of wins.
Aaron, you mentioned.
What's it like to watch Max Fried from there and what he's doing, the economy of pitches and what he's doing out there?
It's been impressive all year, but especially his past 2 starts, really working that fastball in there again. And then being a guy that can throw 7, 8 different pitches, it's what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game, one of the best left-handed pitchers in the game. And, especially now I've been DH in the past couple games, it's kind of fun to watch him up close, watch him down the dugout, kind of how he's preparing for the next inning. And there's a reason why he's the best.
Aaron, kind of along the lines of that, how encouraging is that to see that out of him back-to-back starts, considering September is right around the corner now?
Yeah, Max is a guy that he's always working. He's always trying to improve. Even the times where he didn't lose a game for I don't know how many starts, he was always tinkering with something, trying to get a little bit better, 1% better, and that's what I think he wasn't happy with his past couple starts before the last 2, and I saw him in here tinkering. I saw him in here talking with other pitchers about different things. He was asking hitters about, what do you think about this pitch, or when someone throws you this, what do you do? So, that's why he's an ace. He wants to get better. He wants to try to improve, and he's not happy with what he's done so far in the season. He wants to try to get better.